All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kol Halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazada to be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And it's going to be super, super quick. I've been following this China, U.S., DJ Trump, Xi Jinping trade war debacle. And I'm entitled this lesson, Somebody's Lying. Somebody is lying. Somebody's telling a big fib. All right. If you've been paying attention, allegedly, DJ Trump has been saying that they've been talking. They've been communicating, and they're very close to making a deal. All right. But as you can see, China says that's fake news. It's all lies. It's all lies. All right. They're not in talks. Actually, nobody's talking to anybody. So again, somebody's lying. If you've been paying attention, the last thing DJ Trump said was that they were talking and they're very close to making a deal. So what's really going on? Somebody's lying. Somebody's telling a big fib. So this is from Reuters, right? This is from Reuters. It says Beijing accuses Washington of misleading the public about trade talks. Dated April 25th, again from Reuters. China's foreign ministry urged Washington on Friday to stop misleading the public. That's a nice way of saying stop telling fucking lies, man. You can't make this stuff up. This man's a bold-faced liar, but that's this devil for you. That's this devil, which I got 2 scriptures on deck. It says, again, China, and so everything you're seeing is all bullshit. It's all witchcraft. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all malarkey. The stock exchange, the NASDAQ, all that shit is smoke and mirrors. It's all being manipulated. Why are the stocks in green right now? Why? On bare speculation, nothing has changed. If anything, things are getting worse and worse. If you're looking at the facts, the tariffs are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're causing a disruption in the supply chain. That's factual. So what the hell is going on? It's all bullshit. Again, they're trying to control the collapse. They're trying to control the narrative. And everybody's onto you, goddamn devils. You looking crazy, man. You being exposed for the devil that you are. A murderer and a liar. Anyway, so it says China's foreign ministry urged Washington on Friday to stop misleading the public on bilateral tariff negotiations and said it wasn't familiar with reports on whether Beijing was planning to exempt tariffs on some U.S. imports. This quote in quotation marks, the United States and China are not engaged in consultations or talks on the tariff issue. How you say this? Gu Guao Jaikon, a spokesperson for the ministry, said at a press briefing. U.S. President Donald Trump asserted on Thursday that trade talks between the two countries were underway after both China's foreign ministry and commerce ministry denied such negotiations. You see? So that's the point. I ain't even got to say nothing else, man. That's the point. What's really going on? Somebody's telling a big fib. Somebody's a goddamn liar. And I bet you, we all know who it is. We all know who's telling a fib, who's lying. Okay? Things are getting bad, man. Don't believe the bullshit. Don't believe the hype. Okay? If you wanna know who's a liar, all you got to do is reflect back to the scriptures. It completely, the prophecies completely fit Yasharallah. We are Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's chosen people, the apple of his eye. We are the ones that are oppressed, downtrodden, forsaken, the meek, the lowly. We are the ones that need saving. And per Job 9:24, it's obvious who the wicked is. Malachi 1:4. And the Bible completely describes Yasharallah, and it completely describes the characteristics of Esau Edom. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get John 8:44, which is going into wicked Jakes. But when you read it in a blue letter, it's saying Jake is just like Esau, 2/3 of Israel, just like they daddy. But this is Psalm 58. I'll start at 1. Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? And the answer is no. No, they don't. That's a rhetorical question. It says, yea, in heart ye work wickedness. That's the words of their mouth are smoother than butter, but war's in their heart. Esau Edom is the red horse. He was made to take peace from the earth. He is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai sword on the left-hand side. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. You can see the violence, the wickedness in the earth. You can see their track record, their receipts, their modus operandi. Their works precede them. Their works do follow them. They have a track record of rape, robbing, and pillaging, violence, lying, being deceitful, the bloody man. They are the wicked per Malachi 1:4, and they're a bunch of goddamn devils. The word devil goes into diablo, meaning deceiver. They are the great deceiver, the great shaitan, the great adversary. They're adverse to, first and foremost, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and they're adverse to creation. This is the main point. The wicked, Esau Edom, per Malachi 1:4, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. They're a bunch of goddamn liars. As you can see, he's telling a bold-faced lie to the public. But, hey, the simple believeth every word. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Everything their words is poison. Their words are to destroy you. They're a cunning hunter, Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth their ear, and they can't handle the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. I saw Elder Malcolm did a video about what do you call it, cognitive dissonance. They're like children, man. They just tell bold-faced lies, man, and they're complete oblivious to the truth. They completely deny the truth, man. All the facts, all the evidence is there, and they just completely deny it, man. They are the wicked, man. I don't know how 2/3 of you can't see it. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. That's why it tells you in Ecclesiasticus, never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is their wickedness. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth the ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord Yahweh. That's what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to do. End all these goddamn lies, man. Put this devil down, expose him. He's being exposed. Shameful spewing is on his glory. And what's exposing him? This truth. And the men of the Lord bringing out this truth through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and the Rakah Quadash. So again, I ain't going to make this long. Just real quick. I was just listening to this devil going in this morning, and I'm like, hold on. They're not even in talks, man. They're not even when they're what you call them, the emissaries or people that are speaking on their behalf. they're not even speaking. They're just passing notes, passing papers, man. They're not even verbally communicating. That's how harsh. That's how the tensions are so that's how bad things are. Things are getting worse and worse. Because remember, the scriptures say, according Esau is a proud man, so is Moab. So you got two proud nations bucking up and going head to head. And then Esau is the proud. Ain't nobody prouder than Esau. Moab is running a close neck and neck, but Esau is unfuckwittable with his pride. And it tells you these Babylonians, their look was more stout than the rest of their fellows. So this devil is really feeling himself. You know? He's drunk on his own goddamn Babylon juice. He believes his own lies. Salaki, it's beautiful times, man. This place is through. And you people are through. The ones of you that refuse to wake up to reality, to refuse to wake up to the truth. This bitch is circling the drain. This is John 8:44. I'm going to read it in the NLT, right? Because I like what it says. The KJV is good too, but the NLT, John 8:44. For you are the children of your father, the devil. It's going into 2/3 of Israel that are joined hand in hand with this devil. You're going to go down with this devil. You trust in oppression. You trust in perverseness. You trust in chariots because they are strong. You trust in Egypt. You know? You're not looking to the Holy One of Yasharallah. So it says, for you are the children of your father, the devil. That's going into Esau, Diablo, the great deceiver. And you love to do the evil things he does. He was a murderer from the beginning, going back to Cain and Abel. The same spirit that was on Cain and Abel is the same spirit that came back on Esau and Jacob. Okay? Cain was the first murderer, and he was a liar. He lied to Yahweh himself straight to his face. You know? He said, I don't know. Yahweh asked him, where's your brother Abel? After he murdered him. Because he was jealous that Abel gave a righteous sacrifice, a righteous offering. All right? And he lied straight to Yahweh. Yahweh said, where's thy brother? He said, I don't know. I don't know where that nigga's at. Am I my brother's keeper? Yeah, you're your brother's keeper, you goddamn devil. It says, he was a murderer from the beginning. He has always hated the truth. That's this devil. He has cognitive dissonance, if I said that right. The truth is adverse to him. He can't get right. He's a crooked man. How can thou make it straight that I made crooked? Can the Ethiopian change his skin? Can a leopard change his spots? How then can thou do his good that is accustomed to doing evil? He was made to be the wicked. So it says, he has always hated the truth because there is no truth in him. When he lies, it is consistent with his character. You see that? That's why I liked it in the NLT. For he is a liar and the father of it. You see? That's the point. That's this devil. A bold-faced goddamn liar. It's in his character. And the scriptures got you pegged. They have all you nations pegged. But the primary characters in this movie, the protagonist and the antagonist, are Esau and Jacob. You know? Jacob is a just man. The just shall live by faith. You know? But Esau, Edom, he's crooked. He's not upright. His spirit in him is not upright. He's a liar. He's a murderer. You know, you can't trust this devil as far as you could throw him. You know? And you best believe war's in his heart. He's about to come down with great wrath, knowing that he have but a short time, per Revelation 12:12. And who is he going to bring that wrath? He's going to bring the wrath down upon all you nations. But primarily, he's going to bring that wrath down upon you tribes. The horns are going to come out. This devil is really going to show his true colors. He's showing them now. Bold-faced, telling bold-faced lies, man. Manipulating the economy, manipulating shit. Doing all type of, man. Hey, but that's what he was created to do. Take peace from the earth. Anyways, Like I said, I didn't want to make this long. I just had to had to expose this devil. You know, goddamn liar, man. He's a bold-faced liar. You know. Anyway, with that being said, Adawan Ratazadis was edifying, exhorting, and comforting to the elect, the hopeful elect. Keep watching, keep praying, keep fighting, keep pushing. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam Yasharallah.